There are many ways to say I love you. There are many ways to say I care about you. Many ways, so many ways to say I love you.
Hello, YouTube world. I am a little late in uploading this video as Valentine's Day was over a week ago. If you watched my previous video, you know life threw us a little curveball. So I'm just going to say I'm getting this out to you fashionably late. Doing the best I can. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to take you through what I did to prepare for Valentine's Day, both with my words and in the video. But I'm also going to tell you a fantastic game or activity our family loves to play. And I hope that after you hear what it is, you integrate it into your family dynamic, because it really is an awesome game or activity for building love and appreciation, godly relationships among the people in your home. So let me first start off. My Valentine's Day started slightly on the wrong foot. My daughter accidentally wet her bed, which isn't a normal occurrence. But then she came into my bed and had another accident. So I had 2 beds worth of linens plus my daily laundry to tackle. Mind you, these were bed linens I had literally just washed a few days ago, just to freshen them up. But hey, no point to bemoan the situation. Life isn't always easy or fair, so I could have chosen to have a rotten mood, or I could have chosen to have joy and just accept the situation, knowing that I get the privilege of cleaning up my child's pee. As life can change on a dime, we should cherish all that God has given us. So although I was already a little behind from the moment my feet hit the ground, I chose to be joyful and just accept. And I was eager and excited for Valentine's and to get that day rolling. Now, that is partially because since my husband and I began dating, we started a tradition of lobster on Valentine's Day. I know, it's extravagant. I'm fully aware. But it's pretty much the only tradition we have been able to keep over the years. And I definitely wasn't going to let a little pee stand in my way of stopping said tradition. So anyway, in this video, you are going to see me cleaning up said laundry, mountains of laundry, doing daily cleaning, baking some buckwheat bread. I also needed to run some errands. I think I needed to run to the library, and then I needed to run to Lowe's because the light in our refrigerator was out, and the library because I needed some books to return. Anyway, I also made some dairy-free, egg-free, gluten-free crab dip and some dairy-free, egg-free, chocolate-covered strawberries. Yes, they were all dairy and egg-free and gluten-free because I have some kiddos that have allergies. So I made sure that everybody could have everything that was being served. Anyway, while that is all happening in the background, let me tell you about these games. Now, I know I originally said 1 game, but I'm going to tell you 2. 1 game is just a game that we played just for Valentine's Day only, but the other one is a game or activity. I'm not sure what to put there. You can decide. Anyway, game or activity that we do all the time. The one that we did for Valentine's Day was simply called Secret Valentine. It was kind of like Secret Santa. We started the game on February 1st. And each person in the family picked a name of another person in the family. And the 2 weeks leading up to Valentine's Day, we would write love notes or draw pictures or give special small gifts to our secret Valentine. Now, we all worked really hard to keep our identities secret here. We even put a little motivation of keeping your identity concealed. because we knew that, it's like, oh, I have so-and-so, I have so-and-so. So instead, it was you could get a little prize if you could keep yourself a secret. Does that make sense? So people were getting really creative. Like, I was having children come up to me saying, hey, so-and-so asked me if you could write a note for so-and-so so that they don't know that they're their secret Valentine. Like, it was just so many very creative ways of keeping their identities concealed. It was really cute to watch and to see their creativity. It was also really neat to see the willingness and their heart to give and gift what was theirs to their secret Valentine. What I mean by that is, like, our youngest might have, a few dollars in their piggy bank, but they were so willing to empty their piggy banks and be like, Mom, will you take me to the dollar store so I can get so-and-so something, please? I mean, and of course, like, I'm like, keep your money, honey. No, like, that is so sweet. Like, oh, like, just their willingness to give up what they had for their siblings. Just beautiful. It was just selfless and, wonderful to see. Anyway, long story short, on Valentine's Day, before we exposed who our secret Valentine was, we all tried to guess who had who. There was only one person who guessed correctly. One. Like, I was shocked. I thought that everybody would kind of like figure it out, and they didn't. So that means 5 people were able to get a prize for keeping their identity secret. One person didn't, but I had compassion on that one person because, I don't know, they were the youngest and they really did try their hardest. So they ended up getting the prize anyway. I know, I was a softie on that. I was shocked that many people were able to keep their identities concealed. But it was just so fun, to see everybody doing that game. Now, the other game or activity that we play, we did do it on Valentine's Day. However, this is a game that we have been doing for years now, years. And it is called What I Like About You. Now, what's great about this game is you can play it anywhere at any time. So a lot of times we will play it around the kitchen table. So in the evenings, everybody gets home, we'll ask them about their day, we ask them what made them smile, and then if no one else has anything to say, we'll typically do a round of What I Like About You. And what that is everybody gets a turn going around saying something that they love about the rest of the people at the table. And because we play this so often, we try not to repeat the same answer. So you really have to dive into and think about things that you really love and cherish about the people in your family, because it's so easy to take for granted. For me, I have 5 daughters. So I want to do my best of not facilitating an environment of comparison. I don't want to do that. I want my children to love each other for both their strengths and their weaknesses. I don't want them to like I said, compare each other. I'm drilling this into the ground. I need to move on. It's so wonderful to hear children say things about their siblings, like what I love about you. But it's also great for them to hear us as parents say what I love to all of the siblings at the table. They're hearing that, oh, Mom loves this about me. Mom loves this about me. And Mom loves this about me. Dad loves this about me. Like, it fosters an environment of no one is better than somebody else. And just because someone has a different strength doesn't mean that they are any better or worse. And I really want my children to hear that. As we're going around the table, it's just important for our children to hear that, okay, I appreciate that you are good at the arts. I appreciate that you are loving, kind, gentle. Now, as you're playing this game, you can be really specific or it can be broad. It can be a biblical characteristic. It can be a quality that they have. It might be something that they're good at. It might be a hobby, something like that. Just something that you are letting that child know this is what you love, like about them. That you are noticing who they are or are becoming. Another great thing that I love about this game is it can totally change a mood around. Let me give you an example of that. The other night at our dinner table, there was just attitudes, like just bad attitudes, like snarky responses and unnecessary words. It was just like, like that. It was just, huh. So I just said, okay, guys, we're going to play what I like about you. And I started it off. I was the first. I didn't have a child start it off. I started it off. And they heard me say, you know, the things to each person at the table. And I said, who would like to go next? And all the hands at the table were raised, all of them. And it was just so beautiful to see. And it was that quick that it just switched the mood. And so everybody went around the table and did their what I love about yous. And it completely changed the mood around because instead of being I, me focused, it then was focused on serving others, loving others. So this is really the heart. It really helps a child to get roots in loving their sibling and not becoming jealous or resentful or vindictive. It fosters those godly attributes. Now, it doesn't mean that your children are going to be perfect or you're going to be perfect or magically this is just going to have everything's going to be rainbows and butterflies. No, it doesn't work that way. But, you know, at least you're doing your best and you're building a foundation, and hopefully they'll take that throughout their lives. That's what we hope for and pray for. But again, we are not in control of that. So again, I hope this has been helpful to you and encouraging as we walk on this parenting and marriage journey together. You know, these journeys are not always easy, but it is so wonderful to have people that can walk beside you as you are going on this journey. And if I am one of those people that is walking beside you on this journey, then great. I am thankful to be a part of your village. So even if it's a virtual one, I'm still thankful. So anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will talk again soon. Bye.